Ladies, gentlemen, and anything in between, we are back. It is the Combat Hour. We don't discriminate. Not even you, Dwight Howard. We're about that life. Brady had some things going on this week. We couldn't miss an episode. Not on Wilder versus Fury fight week. Hell no. So we brought in the boxing expert himself, Professor Everlast Gloves.
See when I'm like this? This is Reese.
What?
Put that shit on, I got my PhD. Pretty hard. You can fill it out.
In bare knuckle rules or Queensberry rules?
My PhD?
Yeah.
There is no rules for the PhD.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over what happened this weekend real quick, real brief. Don't want to bore you with that shit.
No one gives a fuck about this MMA anyway.
Just a heads up. Brady went 1 for 3 for his picks. He picked the Russian that lost the Overeem.
Good pick, bud.
He who shall not be named. He also picked Curtis Blades, and he picked Tito Ortiz.
Real talk. So he went 1 for 3.
Yeah, is that what I said?
1 and 2. Yeah, I think you said 0 for 3.
I had Ngannou, Reem, and Tito. So I was 3 for 3 for the weekend. So if you're keeping track out there, don't bet with Brady.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Doesn't know
Honestly,
shit.
I watched that podcast and I was like,
Doesn't know shit.
this motherfucker, I don't know what he's talking about. How are you going to take a guy you've never even seen fight, never heard of, over me?
Brady's going to owe me some money after this week. So Ngannou, by first round knockout, I think the fight lasted about 30 seconds. Smashed Blades for the second time. So Blades, we don't need to see that anymore. I don't need to see a third fight. I think, yeah. And then Overeem was also by first round stoppage against the man who shall not be named. I called Tito Ortiz to stop Liddell in the second round by ground and pound. It was about 30 seconds left in the first round. I was pretty close on exactly calling that one, but still called the final product. So happy about that. And just to go over what happened with MMA, Golden Boy MMA. Please, Oscar, please put down the nose candy, all right? If you're going to do an event, at least be kind of sober, all right, man?
Yeah, bud.
Remember somebody's name. Did you watch that press conference?
I saw some of it. And I kept sniffing. Oh, yeah. I need that in my life.
Oh. Took a hit of that good shit.
That feels better.
What do you think about Golden Boy getting into MMA?
It's good. Why not?
Bro, he couldn't even remember the fucking names.
Brings more money to the sport.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you got to be more professional, bud. You've been a promoter for what, the last fucking 12 years?
I think since like 2002 or something.
Oh, yeah, because he was promoting himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been a fucking... It's almost 20 years, bud. How do you not fucking know their name? All you have to do is have a piece of paper that says their name.
For sure pronounce the main event's name, at least. He couldn't even say Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell.
Oscar, I fuck with you.
I don't.
But you're a bit fucked. You're really fucked.
Funny.
If this was a goddamn... If we were putting this on a scale of 1 to 10 of how fucked you are, 10 being the max, you would be at fucking 15. That's how fucked you are, Mr. De La Hoya. Now fuck off.
And
But I like it.
Let's never, ever allow the Iceman to fight again in the octagon. We knew what was going to happen. We saw it. We saw him hitting pads. It looked like the Karate Kid
That was the worst mitt work I've ever seen.
was trying to go Street Fighter, okay? It was fucking bad. We don't want to see that shit ever again. Reese, you versus Liddell. What
Man, I'm not going to hate on him. I can't say that shit. This guy's a pro fighter, man.
Oh, No.
I don't want to disrespect him, but I would never say a man that walks this earth could beat me in a fight.
He's a garbage man.
I don't care if it's fucking second coming of Jesus Christ. I'm not going to say he's going to beat me in a fight.
Chuck Liddell, keep John Jones' name out of your mouth.
Even though, sorry, Jesus, you'd feel the same way, but
Let's never do that again. And don't fucking feed us this bullshit like, yeah, man, I'm in the best shape of my life. Oh, I'm doing this. You'll be surprised with how I'm sparring. Fuck off, Chuck. Fuck off. All right? We get it. You needed the money. It was a fucking, it was a cash grab. Just let us know that next time. Just let us know that.
maybe he didn't need the money. Maybe he just wanted it. It just sounded nice to him to have a couple more mil in his pocket. Sound nice to me. Fuck.
But all in all, I think the biggest losers of this weekend were Oscar De La Hoya and Tito Ortiz. Because Tito's, after he fucks up Chuck, and we saw how bad state this man was, he's not even a healthy human being, let alone should be fighting in the fucking in the octagon. He says, listen, Chuck, I want you to continue fighting, man. He wanted to promote his fights, further fights on Golden Boy MMA. How is he getting past it in a commission? We don't need to see you ever again. We don't want to see you come back.
I don't know. Maybe he just got caught.
He's fighting a guy in his prime, right?
He didn't look good, but he had like 10 seconds, 30 seconds to look good?
No, I think it was like 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the round.
No, it wasn't.
It was pretty late into the round.
Chuck was like, Chuck always looked fucked. I forgot that he does this shit when he fights. His hands like that and shit. That's how he's always fought, though.
He couldn't let the right hand go. Like, it just was not there.
Tito let one go and it landed.
And it was a good shot.
But it's just kind of like, yeah, Chuck didn't look good, but let's be honest, neither really did Tito. Neither of them had a chance to really look good. It was like one combination that ended the fight. He got caught.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So it is what it is. Who knows? Maybe Chuck's still nice. He just got caught. I don't think he is, probably because he looked a little stiff. But he's always fought fucking weird and shit like this, like looking like a goddamn zombie. So
from The Walking Dead, man. Holy shit.
I don't know. But at the end of the day, sorry, Tito. You beat Chuck. He hasn't fought for 8 years. He fucked you up twice, but when you guys were both fighting consistently in your prime.
In your primes.
So who gives a fuck about this fight? Right. Doesn't mean anything. Chuck fucked you twice.
For sure.
Now fuck off and go dye your hair blonde if you still haven't.
There's a couple UFC cards this weekend. We'll just run through that real quick, and then we'll get to the juicy stuff. What you got this weekend, Reese?
What, in MMA?
Yeah, Junior Dos Santos or Usman.
Oh, fucking Usman, the fucking wrestler?
Yeah.
He's at heavyweight?
Sorry, I got the cards mixed up. My bad.
I was like, damn, he's gonna get fucked.
Oh, Rafael Dos Anjos versus Kamaru Usman at welterweight.
At welterweight?
We're only gonna go over a couple fights here.
Oh, so Dos Anjos went up?
Yeah, Dos Anjos went up to 170.
As much as I like Dos Anjos better than him, these motherfuckers who are athletic and can wrestle, like that stupid fuck Usman, especially
Usman.
Especially when you're going against a man who likes to fight on his feet and he's coming up a weight class.
No, he's been up like three fights. He beat Robbie Lawler at 170.
Oh yeah, that's true. But still, he's not. He's a little bit small for the division. I'd have to go Usman by a decision. He's just gonna lay on him all night.
Okay.
He'll win a wrestling match. He won't win a fight.
See, I think Dos Anjos could submit him from his back too.
He could. Yeah, he could. I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if he catches that man before it gets taken down or while he's coming in. But if I had to put money on it, I'm gonna pick that wrestler guy who wins a wrestling match. He doesn't win a fight. He wins a wrestling competition.
Okay, I'm gonna take Dos Anjos by third round submission.
Not a bad pick.
So that's the Friday night Ultimate Fighter finale. The undercard is okay. There's some names you'd recognize. You got like Joseph Benavidez, Brian Caraway, Tim Means, but we're not going to go over any of those fights. No one really gives a shit. And then
I can't even pick that.
We got on the same night, Bellator 210.
That's sick.
Joe Schilling is fighting, which is going to be cool.
I like him in kickboxing, but I've never watched him in an MMA fight. I like him in Glory, though.
Other than that, we end up with the Melvin Manhoof is in the main event.
And that guy's a kickboxer, too, but he's the man Robbie Lawler knocked out, right? In Strike Force or whatever?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with who the guys are fighting. Melvin Manhoof is fighting Chidi Njoukani. So that's pretty African. He's probably pretty athletic. I'm going to take Manhoof, and Joe Schilling's fighting Will Morris. Again, not familiar with him, so I'm going to take Joe Schilling. I'm going to go
I
both.
like Joe Schilling's style.
I'm going to go both knockouts.
But if he's going against a wrestler, it might be tough. Because I don't know if his ground game's all that good.
All right. And then on Saturday night, going head-to-head with Wilder versus Fury, we have Junior Dos Santos versus Tai Tuivasa. If you're not familiar with Tai Tuivasa, he's a huge Samoan dude from New Zealand. He's like Mark Hunt's protege. I just think Junior Dos Santos is too much for this guy. I'm going to take Junior Dos Santos by, let's go second round knockout.
Honestly, man, Dos Santos has just got too much experience for this fight, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to go first round TKO or first round KO from punches from Junior Dos Santos.
Okay. And then we got two decent fights in the undercard. We got Mark Hunt in his farewell fight.
It's the last one.
Let's hope he gets this W. He's fighting Justin Willis.
I don't know who the fuck that
I'm
is.
not sure who Justin Willis is either. They just pulled probably this guy out of like.
If it's a farewell fight, you know he ain't fighting nobody good.
No,
I'm going to have to go with Mark Hunt.
First round knockout.
Yeah, within the first minute.
And then
Knockout.
you have Mauricio Shogun Hua still doing the thing, repping the Pride days. Fighting Tyson Pedro, who's last time he was on like a 3-fight win streak and he just lost recently. Yeah, he's a top contender in light heavyweight.
For Bellator?
No, UFC.
I thought you said it was Bellator 210.
Justin Willett. I mean, sorry,
that's,
Mark.
Yeah, that's Joe Schilling.
Shogun is fighting Tyson Pedro. Tyson Pedro is a tough Samoan.
Man, honestly, I don't really fuck with MMA much, so
But
I can't even answer a lot of these.
Again,
questions.
I think Shogun is still going to be too much for him too soon.
John Jones, I don't really fuck with it.
So I'm going to ride with Shogun for that
or
one.
Nick Diaz or Nate O'Connor.
Decision. Okay. There is
Hopefully Shogun.
MMA picks for the week. Now let's get the Tyson Fury versus.
Don't get me wrong, I like MMA. I just haven't followed it as much as I used to. It's stacked, except a lot of the good all the good fighters are fighting guys you've never heard of. Except for Wilder and Fury.
Don Stevenson's fighting on the undercard, and he's got a crazy fight. It's not.
It's not the undercard of.
No, it's all the pay-per-view undercard. So you'll see it if you buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but we're not gonna see it.
No.
We're going to LA, City of Angels, to watch this fight. Need to do some real crazy shit.
You'll see, if you follow the Instagram page, you'll see some good updates, some fight week stuff going on. And yeah, so I got the pay-per-view card here pulled up. But before we get into that, I want to talk about this weekend's episode 2 of All Access. Again, I think this is the best Showtime has done for All Access.
I do too. It's great. Both of them are great.
And they have daily episodes going up every day on All Access Daily starting today, I believe, up until Fight Day. So that's going to be cool too. And they usually do a little episode at the end, just kind of conclude the series. They're doing it right. Check it out. Get a little more information on what's going on in the life of Wilder and Fury. If you're not a huge boxing fan, I promise you this is the biggest fight of the year. You need to check this one out. This is huge.
By far, biggest fight. It's probably bigger. You think it's bigger than Golovkin? Yeah, globally it is.
Yeah,
because the UK and shit.
The pay-per-view buys would be pretty similar, probably.
And it's heavyweight.
Everyone wants to see the heavyweight. The undercard is way better on this card. It's amazing. Let's start at the bottom. The first fight to start off the pay-per-view undercard with Joe Joyce versus Joe Hanks, a heavyweight fight.
I'm going to have to pick Joe Joyce just because he's like the up-and-comer and he's still on those fights where it's like...
He's just going to beat dudes up.
Yeah, he's on the beating dude up path. I've never seen Joe Hanks, never heard of him, but it's not like he's fighting one of those stepping stone tough guys.
Be an early knockout.
Yeah. What is it? How many rounds?
Doesn't say. I'm going to say it's probably about a 6 to 8 rounder.
Yeah, he'll probably stop within the first half of the fight. First 3.
And then one of the best heavyweights on the planet, Luis King Kong Ortiz, who gave Deontay Wilder all he could handle, is fighting Travis Kaufman, another heavyweight fight. This is the card of the heavyweights.
I've heard the name Kaufman, but I've never seen him fight. But this is essentially just a comeback fight for Ortiz.
He wants the winner of the main event.
Well, he ain't getting it.
Well, that's what he's fighting.
What do we want to see? Do we really want to see him get Wilder beat his ass.
No, but Wilder almost got knocked out though.
I guess. Yeah.
You wouldn't watch the real? That'd be a
I
sick
would
fight.
watch it just because I like Deontay Wilder.
That'd be a great fight.
Fury will give that man a boxing lesson. I don't care about Ortiz. He's out of the shit now. I only want to see the winner of this fight, Anthony Joshua, or worst case scenario, fight Dillian White. That's it.
Not Jarrell Miller.
What?
Jarrell Miller ranked up there with those guys.
All of the guys I just named would tear him up.
He's 300 pounds.
Exactly. He's not even a fucking pro athlete. He's a pro. What type of pro athlete is 315?
Is he 315?
He weighs 350. He's my height.
That's fucked.
He weighs 315.
That's thick, man. That's thick. Anyways.
Even when I was in the worst shape of my life, I wasn't even close to 315.
Worst shape of your life?
Yeah.
So he's not in bad shape though. It's weird. He's like a. He's built, but he's got the fluff on top, kind of 315. You know, like, it ain't like this.
Yeah. Why the fuck?
It don't look like that. But I mean, he in this bitch.
My shit don't look like that, but my shit thick though.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I had to get all cut up for LA. You know. I don't know.
Why, you got a girlfriend?
Doesn't matter. You gotta look the part. And then the co-main event, we have Jarrett Hurd versus Jason Wellborn. Jason Wellborn he's cannon fodder for fucking Jarrett Hurd.
Never seen Wellborn fight, but
just to try to get Hurd some shine on a pay-per-view co-main.
Yeah, I'll take Hurd to stop him within about probably. This is for the belts, right?
IBF.
Jesus.
IBO, WBA, super welterweight titles.
I'm gonna take Hurd like 8th round stoppage. This guy is coming obviously to fight. He's coming across the pond, right?
Yeah, I think he's English.
And
he's probably one of Frank Warren's fights.
He's not gonna come to lay down. He's not gonna travel across the goddamn globe.
He was talking shit on Instagram. You know, Jared does that Hurd challenge. Yeah.
I'll take Hurd by 8th round stoppage. That man is a throwback type fighter. You know, he fights inside.
What round stoppage?
8th round. I think he'll break the man down in the body early, get him mid to late rounds, like he does with all the guys he fucks up.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna go that long, to be honest. I don't think Hurd is gonna carry the fight. Maybe you want to get some rounds because he's been off for a while because of injury, but I don't know. Hurd by like 6 round knockout.
Yeah, but Hurd's not the type of guy who just comes out swinging like that. He'll systematically break your will with pressure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not really like an explosive guy.
No, he's not seek and destroy.
He's seek and destroy, but it's like a pressure it's like you're in a room and it's just closing slowly until you're just done. You can't do shit. You're trapped.
So let's talk about Jarrett Hurd then. When he wins this fight, what's in the foreseeable future? It has to be Jermell Charlo.
I'd like to see him go to middleweight and fight Canelo.
You don't want to see him unify with Charlo?
Oh yeah, do that first, but I see him beating Charlo. I see Charlo getting stopped late.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good as the bigger Charlo brother.
Jermell Charlo has never impressed me any time I've ever watched him. Jarrett Hurd has impressed me multiple times. Yeah, Hurd gets hit a lot. He said he's working on his defense, but he's got one of the best chins in the business, Jarrett Hurd.
He takes a hell of a shot.
So, I don't know, Jermell Charlo doesn't have it's not like he's a fucking world beater puncher. He doesn't have crazy power. His brother does, but not him.
I mean, he does have some nice knockouts.
He knocked out a fucking kid.
He's undefeated.
Who'd he fight? I'll be right back. Gotta let the dog out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Hurd will also beat Charlo, but it'll be a competitive fight. We'll see. But listen, guys, I know most of you probably MMA heads. Tune in to this main event. If you don't watch the undercard, at least watch the main event. You have Tyson Fury, who's coming off of a 2.5-year layoff. He was the #1 heavyweight on the planet.
Yo, what about Rocky Guerrero?
He's not on. Him and Chris Ariello are not on the televised portion of the card.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. We'll see, probably.
Yeah. So yeah, you have Tyson Fury, who's coming off. He was coming off of a 2.5-year layoff. He was the #1 heavyweight on the planet. Beat one of the all-time greats, Vladimir Klitschko. Then went off, ballooned up to 400 pounds, snorted all the cocaine. You're doing the Oscar De La Hoya lifestyle, drinking all the beer, going through crazy depression. Thought about committing suicide. It's all in the All Access. Check it out. You'll see it for yourself. And came back. The fact that he's back, he's lost the weight, he's won 2 fights, looked pretty good in the process, back to fighting shape and trying to regain the title. He's a winner already. He's already won. This is all just gravy. And then you have Deontay Wilder, who is the hardest hitter, some say, in boxing history. 40 wins, 39 knockouts. Every person he's ever faced professionally, he's knocked them all out. Bermane Stiverne, the man he won the title off of, he won by unanimous decision, I believe. I think it was unanimous decision. Yeah. Went the distance, fought him again, knocked him out. Slept, put him out cold. Every person's ever stepped in the ropes has gotten knocked out.
Yeah.
What do you think about this fight? Talk to me. Spit some facts on these people. Let them know.
It's like a definition of, for me, it's tough because I like both of these fighters so much. Not just as fighters, they seem like really good human beings and down to earth people. Like people that like I would like to be around. You know what I mean? Just like the type of people I would like to surround myself with.
Family man.
But with the fight, I haven't seen. You see all these people who think they're experts, saying, "Oh, Wilder, he's got the momentum. Wilder, he's been fighting. Fury's been off too long. Blah blah blah." Okay, Ali was off for almost 4 years. Came back, won the heavyweight title.
He did fight number 3rd and number 1 ranked heavyweights in his return. Fury's fought cans.
Okay, he still fought though. It's not like it's his first fight back.
Right.
Floyd Mayweather took a year and a half off and came back and fought one of the top 2 pound for pound fighters in the world at the time with Juan Manuel Marquez. Yeah, and he won.
But Marquez came up 2 weight classes.
And Floyd didn't make weight.
Yeah.
But he still won, and it wasn't even close.
Right.
He just boxed him up.
Dropped him too.
People can come back, man. Yeah, you get rusty. But this dude's had 3 camps and 2 fights already.
He's been in camp basically since his first fight. He just kind of didn't really leave camp.
Which was what, like a year ago?
I think it was like 8 months ago.
And he was training before that to lose weight.
Yeah.
This dude has been... He's not rusty anymore. Not at all. If you're rusty after 3 camps, and you still just because you took 2 years off or whatever, 2.5, you were never good at boxing in the first place. He's fine.
If you look at the last year, Deontay has been inactive compared to Fury. Fury's been more active in 2018.
That's true. So for me, for the fight, I'm expecting to see the best Tyson Fury I've ever seen and the best Deontay Wilder I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. It's a 50-50 fight for me. I don't know who to pick.
Everyone says Wilder knockout, Fury points.
Well, Fury is a 6'9", 257 pounds. He said he was.
He's got like an 80% knockout ratio or something.
I don't know why people don't think he could punch. He's a fucking massive human being. Yeah. Obviously, if he hits you,
right,
the you're gonna feel it.
Right, and he's also pulled Freddie Roach to be his number 2 in the corner, and we all know Freddie isn't about that fucking whole defense first style. Look at Manny Pacquiao. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao. It's a seek and destroy type fight, man.
So for me, sometimes I'll think to myself and be like, Wilder has his right hand. He's got power in it that I've maybe only seen from 2 or 3 other fighters throughout the history of boxing.
Like Mike Tyson,
Lennox Lewis, those type of guys.
Okay. George Foreman.
And Foreman, but I honestly don't even think Foreman had as much power as those 3, Wilder, Lewis, and Tyson.
Okay.
It was a different type of power though. But those 3 had like explosive power. Foreman was like a clubbing. Okay. Lewis was like in between both.
Lewis was more of a like combination rip from the bottom type guy. They come up with vicious uppercuts, rip the body.
Yeah, but his right hand was like explosive.
Yeah.
So then it's like if he lands that on basically any human being on earth, clean,
puts them to sleep.
They're gonna be either like out of it and fighting to survive, to not go to sleep, or they're going to be asleep. But Tyson Fury is like the hardest heavyweight on the planet to hit clean.
Right.
So I don't know, man. If Vladimir Klitschko couldn't even hit the man clean, I don't know. Klitschko and Wilder are kind of different, but they're kind of similar.
Wilder will throw punches even when it's not guaranteed he's going to land. Klitschko will only throw if it's like a very good chance of success.
It's true. That could either help Wilder against Fury, or it could be his demise.
He could get picked
because
apart.
he could either hit Wilder with something Wilder doesn't expect, or he's going to leave himself.
Hit Fury.
He's going to hit Fury with something Fury doesn't expect, or he's going to leave himself wide open. And Fury probably has the highest IQ in the heavyweight division. Mm-hmm. And he would probably, he could possibly get picked apart, like you said, and get landed on with some big bombs and combinations.
Or he may just damage Fury through the gloves. We've seen him knock dudes out from the glove, hitting the gloves. He's knocked dudes down.
This is a 50-50 fight, and I really can't make a pick on this. I cannot pick this fight. Because, just like I said, sometimes I'll think of it and be like, yeah, Wilder, if Wilder lands, that might be it. But then I'll think it would be like, Fury might not even get hit, and he might just box his ass, and then he might even stop Wilder late. Mm-hmm. Or win a decision. Or
Wilder might drop Fury 3 or 4 times. Fury keeps getting back up and wins on point, and then Wilder wins on points.
Or Fury comes back and stops him. Man, Fury has the power. He could stop him early. He's a fucking huge man. Mm-hmm. So, if I absolutely had to put money on it, at this exact moment, 7:11 p.m. Eastern Time, November 28th, 2018, I would have to say I would put my money on Fury for a unanimous decision. Mm-hmm. But I could wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what, maybe I had to put my money on Wilder because of that power he's got.
Yeah.
I can't pick it, man.
All week I've been back and forth on this. I just don't know what to do. I'll think, okay, 2.5-year layoff, he's done. Fury can't win this fight. And then I'll watch him hit a press conference, the way he talks, his self-belief. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's gonna win. Then I'll think, Wilder can't land on Fury. Wilder can't win this fight. Then I'll listen to Wilder talk, and they show a couple knockout highlights. I'm like, holy shit, did I forget? He knocks out every person that he fights. They go to sleep. You fight Wilder, you go to sleep. It's math. 1 + 1 = 2. Wilder plus ring equals sleep. So I just don't know. I don't know. If I'm a degenerate gambler, I'm not picking this one. I'm not betting on this one.
I suggest you guys don't bet on this fight, man. There's so many outcomes that could possibly happen. People are saying there's only 2. Wilder stoppage, Fury decision. No, there's not. Wilder could possibly win a decision because he's a lot more technical than people give him credit for. The only time he ever throws those wild shots is when he has somebody clearly pretty hurt.
Yeah, he doesn't throw this shit out of nowhere.
And he's fast. He's got quick hands. He throws straight punches. It's possible for him to win a decision. Fury, it's possible for him to stop Wilder because he's a fucking mammoth. He's huge. He's stopped 19 of the 27 people he's fought. Obviously, he can punch. If you don't think Fury can punch, you don't really understand combat sports or physics, for that fucking matter.
Okay, Albert Einstein. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to make my final pick. He picked Fury. What'd you pick? Fury what?
Fury by unanimous decision. Close unanimous decision.
My heart wants me to say Fury, unanimous decision. My brain's leading towards Wilder by 8th, 9th, between 8th and 10th stoppage. But then again, why Fury's never been stopped? So why am I saying that? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just too much going on. I'm gonna bet if I had to pick, gun to my head, Wilder knockout between 8 and 10. But I don't know. We'll find out. There's only one way to find out.
Don't put your money where your mouth is. Because your mouth's gonna get you real fucked.
This is one of those fights.
Real hard like Dwight Howard. 6'11" bottom.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Shout out to the Washington Wizards. But I mean, yeah, this is one of those fights where I feel like I don't know shit about boxing. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
It's a fucked up fight. But listen, guys, that's basically it. Like I said, I'll be in LA this weekend to see the fights. So follow us on Instagram. It's at @the_combat_hour. We will be showing some stuff from Staples Center. We'll have some content, exclusive stuff you want to see if you're at the fight. It's gonna be a good time.
Hey man, I'm gonna post some shit too. Follow me on whatever the fuck you want. Real Reese, RealRhyce on Instagram.
We'll put that in the bio too. If you guys have any comments about the fight that you want to let us know, you can shoot us a DM on Instagram, comment on the picture, social media, or comment on the video. I'd like to hear back what your guys' thoughts are.
Yeah, let's hear you back real soon. Peace, motherfuckers.